Hashtag life, beat depression, stay 652, and you know what we're about to do. Knock out depression with another somatic healing session. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Now, anyone who's tuning in later, as you know, the show focuses on mental health, and most days we have a high-intensity training or mixed-intensity training schedule that we follow, but 2 days out of the week, we give ourselves time for an active recovery. And studies have shown that active recovery leads to much better results than passive recovery. And by doing so, by training smart, training in the flow zone during the week, and then working in active recovery days, we're able to train every single day and never need a day off. And today is one of those days, Superhuman Sunday. We're going to be tapping into multiple mental health tools to give ourselves the best fighting chance at beating depression, anxiety, stress, and anything else that gets in our way. First tool we use on every single show is that gratitude tool. Gratitude going out to Lisa, the luminary, for being the first one here, for keeping me company, helping me feel less alone out here on the journey. You know, I've been traveling across the country with that Punch Across America tour, and just as a note to that, on the 27th, I'll be going back to Vegas to pick up the bus and start another adventure trying to get that bus back to New Jersey as soon as possible. So stay tuned for that. But gratitude section today going out to Lisa for being the first one here, for supporting the cause, for supporting me, for supporting us, for showing up for yourself and for others at the same time. Also want to give a shout out to Mad with Hats and Luca, and we're talking about that number. We're talking about showing up for ourselves, showing up for each other. An important part of that is keeping track of the number of days that you show up for yourself and others, the number of days that you punch forwards through depression, anxiety, or anything that is trying to debilitate you. You got up and you fought forwards. And if you have fought forwards, keep track of that number. It will only build into more self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-validation, which no one can take away from you. Shout out to Mad with Hats for sharing his number, big 90 on Superhuman Sunday for him today. That's, what is that one? 30, 60, 90. That's 3 months, man. That's 3 months of progress. And even if you missed a day, it still counts as accumulated progress, right? If I got this down, 652 consecutive, but if I missed a day here or there, my number would never go down. It would still continue to add the next day that I train, and that number will become more and more powerful and more valuable in my life as a reminder of what I can do and what I can look forward to doing in the future. I know for a fact, for 652 days, I conquered the debilitating effects of depression. And Mad with Hats knows for 90 days, he was not debilitated because by fact, he got up and he fought forwards. So keeping track of those facts gives you a good physical anchor in this real world when those negative thoughts and those negative lies from depression or anxiety strike. So great job, Mad with Hats. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing that number. That's one of the best ways that we can help each other. By sharing that progress, we're able to inspire others to do the same, and it shows them what's possible, right? It's not just one dude from New Jersey. It's multiple people able to make that progress a goal, making progress the goal, allowing themselves to enjoy that daily dose of success in a self-care routine that helps everybody involved. So shout out to Mad with Hats. And congrats, Mad with Hats, on your 90 days of progress and success. That's good stuff. Also, shout out to Luca and Claire. It looks like they're both tuning in from one screen name today. Simon and Maze, appreciate you. Luca said, I am Iron Man. That's dope. It's Superhuman Sunday, and I heard that Luca and Claire have been dressing up for Superhuman Sundays, and that's super cool. We're able to start like a little kind of costume party out here through the movement. Unexpected benefits. Right? We're putting joy into the world out here and sharing positivity. That's cool. Love Iron Man, Luca. Happy you're out there dressed up and ready for Superhuman Sunday. Shout out to Simon and Maze. He said, everyone have a wonderful day. Thank you for that positivity. 352 days for Lisa the Luminary. Good stuff, Lisa. Keep it going. You're almost at a year. We're going to have to celebrate when you get to a full year. I mean, you can celebrate your progress every single day, celebrate the success every single day. But when we get to that year mark together, I'd like to celebrate that full year of progress and success and consistency. That's incredible. Good stuff. You are surely a luminary, both in mine and other people's lives as well. Shout out to Becca Bookleaf. Appreciate your support. Thank you for being here as well. And Lisa the Luminary said she dressed up too. What are you dressed as today? Let us know if you have dressed up as a superhero. And the reason why we might be dressing as superheroes, if someone else is tuning into this and they're like, what's going on? Is this weird? What is this thing? The reason we're dressed like superheroes, or some of us anyway, is because on Superhuman Sundays we tap into our superhuman abilities. So what are those superhuman abilities? One of them is the ability to knock out stress and anxiety, relieve ourselves from the mild to moderate effects of depression and anxiety by entering a state of flow, entering a state of calm. And one of the ways we can do that is through several different forms of meditation. One of those forms of meditation we'll hit at the end of the show, a brief one with using both visualization and also a breathwork tool. A breathwork tool that's grounding, puts you in the present moment, relieving you of the worries of the past, the worries of the future, getting you present, capable, and powerful. And one of the cool things about this breathwork tool is that it is a tool. It's not something that you have to believe in or something that you have to, no, we'll go with just believe in. It's not something that you have to believe in. It's just something that you have to use effectively. You just have to use it correctly. Like if you use a hammer correctly, you can build a house. If you use it incorrectly, you just do damage, right? So with the breath, it's the same thing. The breath is a tool, and it's a tool that lets us take control of that nervous system, which you may have felt was automatic, that automatic nervous system. You might feel, or you may have felt before, because I didn't know, that if I'm stressed and my heart's racing, that's it. That's my automatic nervous system. That's what it's doing. I got to wait it out. That's not true. We actually have the ability to control and calm that nervous system. Shout out to Jeff out there. Sack Life. Thanks for the support, brother. Appreciate you out there. Lisa said she's Wonder Woman. That's dope. Love Wonder Woman. Shout out to Gal Gadot. Call me Gal. And Carmen Collins. Thank you, Carmen, for the support. That's my aunt out there. Appreciate you. Love you, Carmen. Thanks for the support. Appreciate that family support tuning in. It means a lot to me. That being said, let's get back on track. We're talking about the powerful superhuman ability that we have to de-stress. And the leg is doing fine. It was just the tips of the toes. They're fine now. They were numb for a couple days, but all good. No bruises, nothing. Feeling good. So let's get back into it. The powerful breath work tool that we're going to use is called diaphragmatic breathing. And this will let us take control of that automatic nervous system and calm it down. So if you're in a high stress situation or you're feeling panic or anxiety setting in, you can tune into the breath, and sometimes people have been able to stop panic attacks. But very often, even if you're not having a panic attack and you're feeling a high level of stress, maybe elevated heart rate or that anxious, anxiety activated feeling, we can take control of that with a superhuman ability of breath. And the way we're going to do that is through the diaphragmatic breathing tool. Let's practice that together now. One hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. And Luca actually let me know a tip his mom taught him the other day, which was when he was laying down, to really get that belly breathing working, he actually put a stuffed animal. Here we go. He put Jeff on his tummy, and it moves up and down. So a visual reminder and maybe a visual element to the belly breathing. You can place something on your belly to make sure that it is rising and falling with that breath. In this show, we're using our hands. If the hands don't work for you, try a stuffed animal. Stuffed giraffes, apparently, are pretty effective. So place one hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. And what we're going to do is leave that chest flat. And take a deep breath through the nose to the belly, nice and slow. Inhaling deep. And you'll notice my belly expanded, but my chest stayed flat. We're going to hold that breath for a moment and then slowly exhale. Allowing all of that air out of the belly, out of that diaphragm, and with it, releasing stress. Now, the more we do that, and the slower you breathe, the more effective that's going to be. And there are a couple of other things that make it effective. So making sure that we inhale through the nose to the belly, that's one. Making sure that the chest stays flat, that's two. Making sure that we take a full breath into that belly, and on the exhale, we want to exhale through the mouth. Mouth exhale is three. Pursing the lips and putting some resistance in that mouth is step 4 to make it super effective. And step 5 to make it super effective is making sure that the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. So if we inhale for 4 seconds, we want to exhale for 8 seconds. The hold in between is a little less critical. We're going to practice 4, 7, 8 at the end of the show, which is a tried and true practice with that breathwork tool. Thank you, Jenny. Appreciate you That's my sister out there. Love you, sis. Thanks for joining. Appreciate the support. So let's practice that breath one more time. What if we breathe in the mouth and then out the nose? Well, it's not going to be the same. Studies have shown that breathing through the nose helps activate that sympathetic nervous system and calm the body. Not only that, but also the nose has a filter in it. The nose filters out dust. The nose filters out other things. So when we breathe through the nose, we're getting cleaner air. We're getting calming air, and as opposed to when we breathe through the mouth. So we want to make sure we're breathing in through the nose, deep to the belly. Hold for a moment, and then long and slow. Exhale there. When we breathe to the chest and that chest rises, that actually can increase or activate the nervous system and increase stress in our lives. And most of us naturally have become chest breathers just because of our busy lifestyles. So it's important to train those muscles, train that diaphragmatic breathing tool, train the diaphragmatic breathing muscle, and start to breathe with that belly if you want to tap into those superhuman powers to control and beat stress. So now that we've got the breathwork tool down, we're taking that deep breath into the belly. Hold for a moment, long and slow exhale. Exhale twice as long as the inhale. We're now going to make that even more effective for cutting stress. We're going to tap into another superhuman ability using movement. So by using movement, we're going to be able to train our martial arts technique and at the same time de-stress with that powerful breathwork tool. So we're grounding ourselves. We're using the power of breath, power of air, oxygen, filling those lungs, calming the nervous system, grounding ourselves in the moment with movement, and that's going to give us a superhuman boost in stress-fighting ability. That's the first round. The first round will flow through some martial arts techniques, linking the exhale with the strike and linking the inhale with the return to defensive stance. Hold in the middle when you're ready to strike. Long and slow. Exhale out of that mouth, fully exhaling as you turn into your striking pattern. In this way, we can refine that martial arts technique and de-stress at the same time. Second round, we're going to activate that nervous system, but in a healthy way. And we're going to pump that stress hormone, cortisol, but in a healthy way. And it's important that you check with your doctor before you start any exercise routine, even if it's something like this, which is active recovery. The breathwork tool we're going to tap into in the second portion is called the breath of fire. It activates the nervous system, and it does put a strain on the heart. It does put a strain on the lungs. It puts a strain on the body and the nervous system. So it's important to make sure you're cleared with your doctor before you do this stuff. And if you are doing it at home, it's also very important that you check in on yourself and make sure you're not overextending. Make sure you're not feeling dizzy, lightheaded, seeing spots, or feeling nauseous. All of those things are going to be signs of overextending. Make sure you're not dehydrated. And again, breathing in the nose and out the mouth. So let's talk about the breath of fire. It's a short, powerful burst of air out of the mouth, and then it's a passive rebound. We're just letting the air passively rebound back in the nose. So it's not a conscious, it's just a out the mouth, and then the air just bounces back in the nose. We turn it into a pattern of powerful breaths, and these are known as the breath of fire. And by pushing out the mouth with resistance, it's activating that nervous system. We're putting some force into it, and then by letting it passively rebound, gives us a short break there to continue to push forwards. Each breath out is a rep. We're going to be doing sets of reps and then checking in with ourselves. We're going to link those breaths with jabs and crosses to make breath of fire punches. Again, adding that physical movement element in to the breathwork tool. And then we're going to finish up by taking full control of our now activated system with a brief meditation. So you'll need somewhere comfortable to sit, whether it's on the ground, on a blanket, on a pillow, or a chair. Make sure you've got somewhere comfy to sit, and that's going to be it. Let's get into the first round. We'll have some binaural beats to calm our nervous system as well. And if you'd like to tap into the full potential of those binaural beats, make sure you give them either a download from one of the music sources out there. We're on all music platforms. StackLifeOfficial.com is the artist. So just search StackLifeOfficial.com and you'll find our daily beats, along with our music made for mental health, which is what we'll be hearing today in the form of that binaural beat. This beat is programmed with a 5 hertz. I want to say it's the 5 hertz. It's the 5 hertz one, if I remember correctly. 5 hertz binaural beat, which you can get. It's a stereo effect, so you need to use headphones in order to get the full effect of that. But on top of that, it also has been designed as very tranquil, peaceful music to aid in our meditation. So check it out. And you can stream it for free on Spotify and see what you think, if you'd like. Let's get this thing going. Boom, there's our daily beat. There is our binaural. Nice. Alright, so hopefully that's coming in loud and clear. And those are theta waves. If you are picking up in stereo, those are theta binaural beats in there. Shown to help reduce anxiety, improve concentration, and help us enter REM sleep even. So if you're using this track to help you fall asleep, it might be something that works for you. Explore those tools, find the ones that work for you. And that way, like we said before, you can give yourself that best fighting chance. Now let's do it. Let's pop into Muay Thai stance. And I'm going to start our timer for our first session. And we're going to start with that breathwork tool from defensive stance. Take that deep breath into the belly. Hold for a moment. And then long and slow, we're going to exhale. As we turn through those shoulders, extend that fist forward. Turning that fist over, clenching the thumb under the top two fingers and making contact with that visualized dummy. Fully exhale here and then deep inhale back through the nose. As you return to Muay Thai defensive stance, guard high, long and slow exhale. Twist through those shoulders. Twist the body, extend that fist. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long exhale forwards. And exaggerate that twist. Twist into the hips and the shoulders, extending that fist. Making contact on those large two knuckles. You can tuck the chin here, tune into those fine adjustments. Raise that guard. Think about your guard on the opposite hand. Refine that technique. And deep inhale back through the nose to the belly. Now remember, this is low intensity. Don't get carried away with the anxious feeling that might be associated with striking. Just keep it low and control. Long and slow. Exhale forwards. Twisting through. Sink on those knees a little bit. That'll help with rotation. Deep inhale back. Subtle changes, right? We're not squatting. Just a subtle dip in those knees will help us rotate through. Deep inhale back. Guard high by the brow line. Palms turned in. Hands closed. Thumbs tucked. Long and slow. Exhale forward. Driving that fist down the center line. Deep inhale back. And hold that breath. If you're feeling lactic acid buildup, go ahead and shake out the arms at any time. Remember, tune into you and go at your pace. Challenge yourself to your level. Back to stance. Let's resume our breathing pattern. Deep breath into the belly, chest flat. Long and slow exhale forwards. Twisting through to the jab, and now we're going to add in the cross. Now the jab and cross are both happening on one long exhale, aiding us in making that exhale twice as long as the inhale. Return to stance reset. Shake out those arms. Let's take that deep breath into defense. Guard high. Long and slow exhale through two strikes. One long exhale here. Twist through. Keeping that chin tucked and centered on that center line. Twisting through from the ball of the foot. Exaggerate that shoulder movement. Let's build some muscle memory here. And deep inhale back. Hold that position for a moment. Long and slow exhale forwards through jab cross. Twisting on the ball of each foot. Keeping the head centered, chin tucked, shoulders high. Deep inhale back. Refine that technique. Step in for the 1-2. Flow nice and slow like water into those striking patterns. Now, if you're already experiencing very comfortable with jab and cross, and this is not feeling like much of anything for you, then go ahead and mix in other striking patterns. Any striking pattern that you're comfortable with. Let's take that. Oh, shout out to Ange. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, Ange. You're a beam of sunshine out there. Can't wait to see you in Jersey. Back to stance. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Such positive energy. I just mentioned the other day, people we surround ourselves, they affect our energy, they affect our mood, and there's good company. Back to stance. Deep breath into the belly. Hold that breath for a moment. Long and slow exhale through jab cross. Deep inhale back to stance. If you'd like to mix it up and you're experiencing other martial arts, add in other strikes. Deep, long exhale. and refine that technique for your other strikes. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long exhale forwards. 2 strikes here, nice and slow. Fully exhale at the last point of impact. Hold for a moment. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale forwards. Flow like water, like Bruce Lee, into those striking patterns. Deep inhale back. Guard high, close those fingers, tuck the thumbs, long exhale forwards. Fully exhale there, deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly, and long and slow exhale out the mouth. A little bit of resistance in those lips. Further exercise that diaphragmatic breathing tool. And now, if you've been following along, I want you to check in on your nervous system. Check in on your heart rate. Where is it? It should be slowed down. It should be calmed. If we were moving slow and practicing that diaphragmatic breathing tool correct, you should be able to feel a difference out here. The tool alone, the breathwork tool alone, is enough to make a positive impact in a lot of people's lives when used correctly. As I said before, it's a tool, so we just have to learn how to use it properly. And then if it works for us, that's our tool. Keep it in your arsenal and keep going. Add it into your other routine, to those other things that benefit you, and find the way forward that works best for you. All right, that being said, we're done with our calming portion. We've got our calm nervous system. Now, we're going to activate that nervous system with the yogic breath of fire. So, as we talked about before, you want to make sure that you're hydrated. You can get dehydrated from just this breathwork tool alone. So make sure you got plenty of water out there. We're going to go at our pace. Don't compete with each other. The more you practice this, the more it will improve speed in your punches, and it will also give you this somatic healing, anxiety control, stress control regimen. Pumping that stress hormone cortisol, but we're training our brain to handle it in a healthy way, a way that it will associate with progress and success instead of panic and stress. So, let's start with just a breathwork tool. Take a neutral stance here. We're just going to practice that breath first. Powerful breath out the mouth, pursed lips, just like that. And Lucas said the biggest asteroid is 965 kilometers long. That's tremendous. Thanks for the random facts, Luke. All right, we're going to take this breath, powerful breath out, pursed lips, and then we'll just let it passively rebound through the nose. Just like that. That's 1 rep. Now we're going to turn that into a pattern, a cycle, no breaks in between, and we're going to do 20 breaths out, letting it passively rebound in the nose. Just practice chambering that breath between the mouth and the nose. Powerful out, passive in. Right? Not a conscious, just a passive rebound back through the nose. We're going for 20 breath of fire first, and 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Hold that breath, long and slow exhale. Check in on you, make sure you're not lightheaded or dizzy, not seeing spots, not feeling nauseous in the stomach. Those are your signs that you're overreaching. If you're feeling good, we're going for another breath of fire. Shout out to Vale, thanks for the support. She said hi, Tim and everybody. Appreciate you, Vale. Thank you for being here. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Just to recenter, long exhale. Calm that system. Now we're going to activate that system with some more breath of fire practice. 20 breath of fire here. Let's get that pattern going again. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Check in on you. If you're not feeling lightheaded, let's continue. And for Claire, Lucas said it's hard to breathe that fast. That's what I said before. You want to make sure you're going at your pace. If it's really difficult, slow it down a little bit. But as you practice with time, it'll get easier and easier to practice this. And Claire already, we talked to Claire, don't do this yogic breath of fire. It's not a good routine for you, according to your doctor. Just make sure you check with a doctor before. But if you're all right, if you're cleared, then let's do this. Practice will make perfect. We're going for 40 breath of fire here. In 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long, slow exhale out the mouth. You should start feeling some of that activated feeling. We're activating that nervous system. Now, we're going to link it in with the jab and the cross. So if you're doing this at home and you're clear, go slow. Use that slow breath and continue with the calming, slow breath technique. But for anyone who's been cleared for it, we're gonna get those fists up, stand in your balanced stance, and we're gonna toss short just from the shoulder, a little bit of shoulder movement, twisting those fists over, letting them whip. And we're gonna time that exhale to match the whip of the punch. We're going for 20 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. If you're feeling all right, stay centered. We're doing another 20 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Check in on you. Long exhale. If you're feeling all right, we're doing another 20 in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And we're going for 40 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. 40 more breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. That's the end of the activated session. Right now, you should feel elevated heart rate, activated energy, similar to that activated feeling that comes with anxiety. You might have heavy breathing, maybe even worked up a bit of a light sweat. So, if that's how you're feeling, I want you to pay attention to that feeling, that experience that you're having right now in your body, because we're going to take full control of that nervous system. And we're going to de-stress, still using the power of breath, but tapping into some other superhuman abilities through meditation and visualization. So right now, get yourself somewhere comfy to sit on the ground or on a chair or on a pillow or a blanket. Place one hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. Sit up nice and straight. And we're going to take that deep breath in through the nose to the belly for 4 seconds. We're going to hold it for 7, and we're going to release it for 8. This is a 4-7-8 breath, proven to relieve anxiety from that nervous system when practiced correctly. Remember, keep the chest flat, breathe deep into the belly through the nose, 4 seconds in. Slow that breath down so that it takes 4 seconds to inhale. Don't try to force a huge volume of air and stretch that stomach. Just go nice and slow, nice and calm. 4 seconds into the belly. Hold that breath, 7 seconds. 8-second exhale here. Four in through the nose to the belly. Hold. Eight-second exhale. Remember to put a little resistance in those lips on the exhale. Now we can make this more and more effective as we go. First way to improve is close the eyes and visualize that air entering the nose and filling the belly. 4 seconds in. Let's breathe together. Hold that air in the belly for 7. 8-second exhale here. Sit up nice and straight, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Visualize that air entering the nose and filling the belly. 4 seconds in, nice and slow. Hold. Eight-second exhale. As you breathe out through those pursed lips, imagine blowing away stress, blowing away tension, just releasing that stress from your body, using that breath like a safety release, blowing off steam. Take that deep breath in first, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold on to that breath for 7. 8 second, release that stress with the breath. Now to make it even more effective, where eyes are closed, we're going to make sure those lips are pursed, and we're going to make sure that we breathe in 4 seconds deep to the belly. Hold that for 7, and as you're holding it, I want you to visualize that breath filling your body to the edges of your fingertips. Visualize it as a light. This breath is your power. This is your power to give yourself peace at any given moment. So visualize that power as light, and as you inhale, draw that light in. You can picture a ball of light in front of you. Draw that light in through the nose, filling the belly, and as you hold for 7 seconds, visualize that light extending to the ends of your fingertips, extending to the end of your toes, and filling your body with that power of peace that you're giving yourself. Let's take that 4 second breath in, drawing in our power of peace. Hold on to that light in your belly. Visualize it extending to the edges of your body, to the tips of your toes, to the tips of your fingers. Long 8 second exhale here. Letting that belly fall back to flat. Deep breath, 4 seconds in. Breathe in that power of peace. Hold on to it for 7. Visualize it filling your body. 8 second exhale here. You might already start to feel that calm, slowed heart rate, those relaxing effects of the powerful tools that we're using here, tapping into those superhuman powers. Take that deep breath in again, 4 seconds to the belly. And this time, as you sit with your power of peace, I want you to ask yourself how you feel in this moment. 4 seconds into the belly. Hold on to that breath. Ask yourself how you feel. Eight-second exhale here. Ignore the bell. 4 second inhale deep to the belly. Hold on to that breath, and as you tune into your body, remind yourself you're the one who brought you here. This is you putting in the work. This is you getting the reward. This is in your power to give yourself this deserved break at any moment. 8 second exhale here. Eyes closed, visualize that light. Draw it in for 4 seconds and fill the belly together. Hold that breath for 7. 8 second exhale out the mouth. Blowing away that stress, that unnecessary stress that does not serve us. Take that deep breath in again, 4 seconds to the belly, and hold. As you hold, ask yourself how you're feeling. Tune into the body. Where's your heart rate? Where's your nervous system? 8 second exhale. Deep breathe in again, eyes closed the whole time. Visualize that light, 4 seconds into the belly. As you hold and enjoy the benefits, remind yourself you deserve this break. You can affirm in your mind, I deserve this. 8 second exhale. Four-second inhale deep to the belly. I brought me here. You can say that in your mind. Affirm, I brought me here. I deserve this. 8-second exhale. 4 seconds into the belly and hold. If you don't need the hands as a guide, you can rest them somewhere more comfortable by your side, crossed in your lap, wherever you're at most comfort. Relax the jaw, relax the chest. 8-second exhale. 4-second deep inhale to the belly. 8-second exhale. One more time, 4 in. Hold for 7. 8-second exhale. And that is the end of our Superhuman Sunday active recovery session. I hope that you felt like you just melted into place. I hope you're feeling the same way I'm feeling right now. And I hope that you're taking notice of what you've just done. You've just taken an activated nervous system with a high heart rate, sweating, elevated, anxious feeling, and taking full control of it. Flip the script on that somatic experience and giving yourself a calming, peaceful break that you deserve from the hard work that you've been putting in. And with consistency and dedication, the benefits of this class and these tools will only get better and better because you'll be able to perform them more effectively. Shout out to Ree Brickman, Chris Sirac. Thank you guys as well for the support. Thank you for joining. Shout out to Ken, Slayer Ken out there. And that is the end of our Superhuman Sunday. I hope you're feeling the same benefits I am. And if you are, let me know about it. Let the world know about it in the comments section below this video when we're done. If you're feeling those benefits of the class, one of the best ways that we can help each other is by sharing those benefits publicly and sharing individual experiences so people know that they're not alone and there are ways that we can move forwards that maybe we haven't considered before. I never knew what that was going to do for me. I never knew what the breath was going to do for me, but they have both changed my life for the better. And if no one ever showed me these tools, I would have never known. If I never gave them a shot for myself, never gave myself a chance, I would have never known that this thing was going to give me a 180, take me off medication, out of therapy with green lights from my doctors, and into the world helping others with my self-care routine as well. So please do keep exploring options and sharing that progress when you find it so that we can all help each other. We're all in this thing together. Until next time, I'll catch you same sack time, same sack channel, same sack life. Sack man out.